Hello there. Welcome back to the basement. Um, as you can see, I'm finally starting to upgrade my stuff, i.e., the thumbnail. It finally, and I'm sure you're so grateful, no longer my face. So now you only have to look at my mug when I'm talking instead of just even to get to the video. So hopefully you like that improvement, and I'll be adding more and more stuff as well, basically, as I learn how to use the video editor I downloaded the other day. So I'm still learning, so bear with me. Pretty soon I'll have cool little stuff going on, and you'll see even less of my face, which again will probably be beneficial for everybody. Anyway, um, as you saw in the title, I want to talk a little bit about Andor Episode 5. Right from jump, the quality of the episode was good, but the fact that not a whole heck of a lot happened is disappointing. I was disappointed. I'll be honest, I was expecting the heist to begin. That episode. I was hoping to see Mon Mothma's dinner with Sly Moore there. One of Palpatine's, you can't get closer to Palpatine than Sly Moore unless you're like his robes. So, or Darth Vader. That's it. Sly Moore's in there. So that would have been way sweet to see that character in action, other than just standing there being bald like in the prequel trilogy. So I'm a little disappointed in that. But on the flip side, um, while the family dysfunction scene of Mon Mothma's probably seemed a little pointless, that was my first thought. But upon further thought, it's kind of a window into how much gets sacrificed when you're trying to basically overthrow the galactic government. So big actions like those require big sacrifices, and obviously Ms. Mothma is willing to sacrifice her family dynamic to a certain extent because that crew is dysfunctional AF. I mean, it's more than just the typical, mom versus teen daughter thing, or, mom versus dad thing, husband versus wife. It's like, it's bad. It's bad. Um, so, like I said, my initial was, why is this scene here? But, you know, it's a little taste of the sacrifices necessary to do what Mon Mothma and crew are trying to do. So, so far as the Karn scenes, that I got nothing. I mean, other than like minor hints that his uncle might be, a pseudo mafia type of individual or something like that, connected to some kind of something in some way. That was a whole lot of waste of time for me for the most part. Other than the verification that he is still very much obsessed with Andor. Uh, but yeah, the Karn stuff they could have done. They could have covered him in like a scene and been done. Um, the Intelligence Bureau stuff, again, a bit superfluous, but um, just a little more, just a little more setup, I think, to where Blondie there's got a she she's the epitome of the old trope of I'm the only one that knows what's really going on and no one listens, but in a much more formal tone. But that's her character right now. But it's going to be interesting to see exactly what kind of shenanigans she'll get up to work around her opponents in the bureau and her superior possibly too. That snide mother. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was cool that Andor and that other guy got their stuff worked out. I guess. Not having the least amount of baggage hanging over your head when you're about to invade a garrison and steal a shit ton of money. It's probably a good idea to have as little as possible going into a situation like that. So I guess that had to be worked out. But yeah, overall, I mean, it wasn't like bad television. It was just disappointing for me in the fact that I was expecting I thought the setup was pretty much done, and we got yet another setup episode. So I found that just a wee bit aggravating. I mean, it was, I liked how it was. I enjoyed the acting. I enjoyed the shot, the TIE fighter flight, and buzzing the tower was pretty dope. But yeah, so just, man, I hope they're done with the setup. So that's about it. I mean, good television, but it's time to move into some higher paced things. I would say that was the crux of this episode. Pace a little slow. Time to kick it up a notch or five. But still a well written, well acted, well shot show. So just pick up the pace, y'all. Pick it up. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Um, do you agree? Do you disagree? Comments. And what's cool is below the comments, or right by the comments, there's this little thumbs up button. You just push on that one real quick. Do that. And then over here, there's a little thing that says subscribe. Just push on that a little bit. And, like I said, the upgraded content is coming as I am learning things. Like I started off super basic because, that's all I could do, start off super basic. But, I'm just trying to be as genuine as I can while also being entertaining. So, cooler vids are coming as I learn more. Starting, baby steps. I figured out how to do better thumbnails, so you'll at least start getting those. Anyway, just, do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you like Andor? Do you hate Andor? Like overall, not just this episode even? Let me know. And like I always say, there's always good times to be had when you're chilling in the basement.